The Centers for Disease Control says it's discovering more about the Zika virus every day. Here are the headlines from a briefing today. A blood test for the virus is performing better than expected, but they say it's not perfect. Still, they're rolling it out to doctors, but with the recommendation to prioritize. Not everyone will get a test. And because of the potential for birth defects, pregnant women with symptoms and those who have traveled to places where Zika is spreading are top priority. And they don't know how long the virus can stay in semen, so the CDC stressed that men who travel to hot zones should use contraception with pregnant partners or abstain through the duration of a pregnancy. KXAN Sophia Beausoleil talked to a doctor and patients today who are taking precautions.
Need to get a bigger kitchen table, some bigger furniture.
Mary Hegelfeld and her husband Lance are buying a new home, but that's not the only milestone on their plate. They're also expecting twins.
There's a whole laundry list of things to do and not do when you're pregnant.
Another item to add to the list, taking precautions against the Zika virus.
I travel for work sometimes, so won't be making any trips down to Mexico to go visit any customers until we get the all clear that everything's safe for me and the babies.
The CDC is advising pregnant women and those trying to get pregnant to avoid Mexico, Central and South America, parts of the Caribbean, and West Africa.
We, in our practice, have given people doctor's notes to get out of travel.
OBGYN Dr. Blake Whitehaw says many of her patients planning to travel outside the country have questions and concerns about the virus. But Dr. Whitehaw says even though there's a lot of attention on Zika virus, there are bigger threats to pregnant women every day.
It's more whooping cough, flu, the common colds, the common viruses that we see here are a lot more prevalent than the Zika virus.
Advice Mary agrees with, and she's also postponing her trip to St. Lucia.
I think we're going to stay stateside for a good while until after the babies come.
Instead, they'll be focusing on getting their new home ready for their new family. Sophia Beausoleil, KXAN News.
Doctors' advice is don't travel to an affected area, and if you're going to do that, make sure to wear long sleeves and pants. Also, wear the strongest form of bug repellent.
This morning, KXAN morning anchor John Dabkovich spoke with Dr. Donald Murphy at Dell Children's Medical Center. They discussed the biggest worry with the Zika virus.
To put it bluntly, is it being a bit overblown here in the U.S.?
So I don't think we have to worry about people here in Texas getting Zika virus staying at home. We need to worry about people returning from this growing area where there's Zika virus infection. Things may change. We may get to the point where we're worried about infection spreading, but we're not to that point right now.
Mosquitoes carrying the Zika virus aren't the only ones we will see this year. Later on in this newscast, we will tell you what others are out there.